Hey everybody, this is Seth from Coming Out Tarot. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you haven't been here before, my name is Seth, and you can find out more about me by going to comingoutttarot.com or clicking on the link down there in the little Perry dude. I am here for a little while today. Hey Amber. Probably roughly about 25 minutes. Then I have to go have dinner with my mother-in-law and my husband. Hey Vingram, hey KJS. But until then, I wanted to jump on and be with you guys and chat a little bit about tarot, maybe do some tarot readings if you're interested. The readings are something you can do with me for simply dropping $10 in the kitty down there, and I will pull 2 cards for you and do a reading for you. I love to do readings that transform people's lives. I don't like to do readings that are just for fun. I think you can have a lot of fun with the reading focused on something that is going to change your life. And I love to, right now, be in the area of pursuing entrepreneurship or passion, whatever it is that drives you forward. I'm also happy, hey Todd, to help in the area of relationships if that's important to you. Because our life is a series of relationships. Even if you think about, it doesn't have to be the romantic ones, it can be the ones that we have at work, it can be ones that we have, people that we run into that we're trying to meet, or people that we're trying to engage with in some way. So even that kind of thing is helpful. But where I like to be is in that space of transformation, because the kinds of readings that I like to do for people is to help you figure out how to get from point A to point B, what that next step is from where I am today and confirming where you are today, figuring out what that gray space is, which is where I excel, and then getting you to that point of transformation and moving into a new space for yourself. So those are the kinds of tarot readings I like to do, and that lives in a lot of space. It lives in that relationship space, it lives in the entrepreneurial space, it lives in the business space, it lives in career space. All of those things have moments of transformation in them, and that's why I like to use tarot to figure that stuff out. Now, I'm naturally a project manager. That's what I do to pay my mortgage, and being a project manager is integrated with the tarot. I think it is a clear and present relationship to me, which is why I love to do that kind of tarot reading. So, hi, Blame Summers. If you were here yesterday, you probably saw me in cut-off shirt. The day before I was in a tank top. Chicago has dropped temperature pretty quickly. It is like 45 some degrees. It's chilly. Hi, how are you? So it is, it's like night and day from yesterday, right? Hi, Elaine. And if you're someone who, thanks for inviting folks, Elena. If you're someone who came in and met me because of Oni, let me know. Got all these guys warmed up. I am well, thank you. How are you? Thank you for those. I love seeing those hearts go flowing across the screen. Dropped one. Cool. What brought you in? Let's see if Strawberry shows up. Oh, do you? I'm trying out this week. I'm getting on this week at least every day is my goal. And so far I've done it. It hasn't always been at the same time, but I'm trying to figure out which days are successful days to get on and connect with people and talk with you guys. Because I usually get on Friday, right? I could get on Friday evening around 6 o'clock Central. But I'm also on every morning on a weekday. I get on at 7 o'clock Central in the morning-ish and do the tarot intention of the day, which is my free reading for everybody to give everybody an idea of how to approach your day with mindfulness, thoughtfulness, and awareness, because not only do I love it when tarot is transformative, I love it when it's actionable, like when you can do something with it instead of putting your faith and trust in something that says, oh, you're gonna find the man of your dreams. That's not the way I work with tarot. It's not the way it's ever worked for me. I've always utilized it to be active and action oriented and move forward and transform life. So that's my favorite way to work with it. Are you usually, hey, feel good? Are you usually looking for me in the morning or in the evening? How are you? Mornings. Oh, are you in the Midwest or the East Coast? Florida. So it's roughly 8 o'clock. You're probably on your way to work, I'm assuming, when I'm jumping on and thanks, feel good, jumping on and doing my intention of the day. Yeah. I hope you get to catch it on the replay. Hey, Sally Beans and others who just joined. Hey, Tasha Lynn. Great question, Sally. Cool. Okay, good. I'm sorry you don't get to catch them live. I'm hoping that being in the Midwest, I can kind of catch bodies on both coasts by doing it at 7. I know it's 5 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast, but there's still some bodies that are up then. So if you just joined and you're interested in getting a reading, if you're interested in the free version, then follow me, because I do free readings every morning for the intention of the day and how you can be more mindful and thoughtful about getting through your day and the occurrences that happen in your day so that you can move them in the direction in which you'd like them to go. Hey, thanks, Sparky Sparkly. Hey, Coastal. And if you're looking for a reading tonight, I am doing readings tonight, but I do charge for my readings. So I pull 2 cards for you. All it is no problem. I'm really happy to explain. Yep. You do a $10 donation in the kitty down there, and I will pull 2 cards for you. But primarily the free one you can catch on the replay, or you can catch in the morning. And I do an intention of the day every morning to give you a way to get through your day with some mindfulness and awareness. Hey, Starlight. Thank you, Feel Good. I appreciate it. That's really kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Great, how are you? I do really appreciate it, by the way. It's not something that we get to hear often, right? So I really do appreciate that you say that. Thank you. It is touching. Especially when I know it's coming from a place of honesty and from someone who I appreciate and respect watching your readings as well. So I thank you. Hey, Tax. How are you? Hey, Am, how are you? What's going on, folks? How's everybody's week so far? We got one more day in the work week if you're not working retail. Happy Thursday. This has been a high energy week for me. Like really intense. There's been lots of stuff going on that all built up to this week, and it's just my body is exhausted. But I love to come here and do this kind of stuff. I love to come here and help people transform their lives. I love to help you figure out what's going on from today until tomorrow, and thank you, and figure out what that gray space is. I love to help figure that out. It is my instinct, it is my passion to understand what's going on between point A and point B, and tarot helps me do that. So that's the way I love to work with tarot. Hey, Bernadette. is to help you confirm today, figure out what's going on between today and tomorrow, and get you moving so that your life is changed, so that you are implementing change, so that you are transforming your life. That's the stuff that I love to do. So that's why I'm excited and can like push more energy through, because I like to do this kind of stuff. So if you've just joined, hey Samantha, if you just joined and you're interested in having your own reading, I can't like to keep them short on here, and I'll pull 2 cards for you. All you got to do is drop $10 in the kitty down there with the little Perry dude. Use the PayPal me link, and I will pull 2 cards for you and answer your question. We may have to do a little narrowing down on your question, make sure we get it clear and obvious. Yeah, right? If you don't have passion for what you do, then why do it? I went on my own passion journey recently because it was important for me to figure out. I got a lot of questions from people as I was doing readings that wanted to know, how do I get my business off the ground? How do I pursue my passion? What's my next step in finding out how to pursue my passion business? I got a lot of questions like that, and then I started asking people, well, why aren't you doing that? What's in your way? And some of that came through in some of the tarot readings, and some of it I just asked point blank, what's in your way? And a lot of people told me that confidence was in their way, which was a surprise to me. That confidence was the thing that would keep you from doing what you thought was your favorite thing in the world. And then the more I started learning and hearing about it, I was like, oh, I totally get it, because it's the imposter syndrome piece, it's the fear of rejection, it is not knowing if people are going to support you. There's all this unknown around what's in your way in pursuing your passion. Writer's block is in your way. How do you get past your writer's block? Hey, Opals. So that was fascinating to me. So I did this 21-day challenge about building your confidence with tarot, and that was a really cool challenge. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about, I used to do the same thing. I can't do that in Chicago here, but I grew up in Oregon, and when I needed to clear my head and get past whatever was in my way, I went out, walked up the side of the mountain and hung out next to a stream and just let that stream gurgle for a while. I miss that a lot. And so we worked on this confidence challenge. It was really cool. We got, it was amazing for me to go through that experience with the other people who were going through it with me and learn how to increase our confidence, especially in the areas of like value and image and our authority, like how we hold space, how we see ourselves, and what we bring to the table. It was fascinating to spend 3 weeks on this work. It was cool. And then, so now we've got this place where some folks have built up their confidence, and so then we're going to move into actually what it means to discover your passion, what it means to have energy at the end of the day when you feel like you should be exhausted, but you're like, yeah, I got to do this, which is what we're all experiencing right now, right? And how you can feel more fulfilled in your life just by doing that. So that's something that I've got coming up next. I'm going to be probably talking about that more this weekend. Music doesn't work anymore. Yeah, tarot is an interesting way to get past any kind of block, actually, especially if you're using it for yourself. If you're drawing cards and using them as inspiration for your writing. If you have the right question and draw a card, it can move you into a new space so that you can just at least start dumping stuff out on a page again. There are some tarot readers who actually live in that space. I don't know any, but I know they exist. Thanks, Anna. I don't remember seeing Anna's name in here. Is there an Anna? Hey, Anna. How are you? So I saw Anna just did a donation. Which one of you is Anna? So we can get your reading started. I'm going to close this door so I can hear. Well, thank you. Oh, cool. All right, Anna. What's your question? What is it that you'd like me to help you move forward on? Take your next step on? Confirm or understand or get some action steps outlined for? Huge career change and want to know if it was the right choice. Okay. So let's narrow this down into something that I can get more specific for you. So you've already made the career change, right? You're in the new job now, is that right? Okay. So I'm going to pull two cards for you. How about if we pull one that is about what can move you forward in this career and what might be holding you back in this new career, so that you can have a better understanding of the relationship you have to it right now and how you might be able to avoid being stuck and how you might be able to move forward in it. And then that should help you answer your question of if you made the right choice. Does that sound okay? Great. So Anne, is the career that you're in now, is it, actually, I don't have a question. The career that you're in now, the card that I've drawn for what's holding you back is Osiris, or the Son of Swords. When I see Osiris, he's young, he's ambitious. So in this youthful space of being new in this career, having ambition, but trying too tightly to hold the reins on what you think you can control is not going to be able to allow you to have the freedom to learn and grow in a way that can make you successful in this career. Osiris is, hey April, Osiris is a bit impetuous. He is, hey Big Mike, he is in his way extremely smart, right? So in this new career, it's like you can see what you need to do, but you're trying to get too rigid in what it is that you'd like to accomplish and how you think the way things work in this career. I think there is an act of creativity, openness, design thinking that needs to be available to you, or that you might need to be open to in order to find more success in this space. In fact, I think there is someone watching over you that has tried to teach you this lesson before. And by watching over you, I mean someone who has passed. They've tried to explain to you that you need to be more open to experience, and they need that you should probably listen more, be a little more like visually watch people and what they're doing and how they're working and how they're interacting, so that you can be more open to what's going on. Does this sound familiar? As someone, it's not a recent passing. This is someone who is just, it's like an angel, right? Thanks, Rama. Yeah, do you? Yeah, they're there. It's, I don't know. It's not. I want to say it's not a relative. This is like a guardian angel, which I've never experienced before when this type of thing has happened to me. So I'm really fascinated by this. Keep seeing numbers all the time. Okay. Then I have a number for you we're going to talk about in just a second. This entity that is watching over you has tried to teach you this lesson before. This is not a new lesson for you in this career, even in this new career. So in past careers, in past experiences, this spirit or force has tried to share this with you before. This is a lesson you haven't learned yet, and you're experiencing it over and over again. I think at this time, you're way too in your head about what you're trying to accomplish. You need to get out of your head and find a way to be more inspired, creative, inventive. That's why I mentioned design thinking. Design thinking seems to be a part of this. I'm not sure why, but it's. Have you heard of design thinking? Do you know what it is? Hey, Red Lily. Not really? Okay, look it up a little bit, but the basic is design thinking is you take a bunch of Post-its and a marker. This is the basic easy way. Take a bunch of Post-its and a marker, and you have a process you need to figure out, or you have a product you need to design, something that you need to create. And you take those Post-its and you slap up a Post-it that says, this is where we are right now, here's where we want to be, this is the end state, and then you start putting Post-its in between all of that, saying these are the things that we need to do or create or build, and then you move the Post-its around and start to group them into logical groups, and then you figure out what those groups are, and then you can visually see how you're going to accomplish what you need to accomplish. So I'm not sure what your career is or your job is, but I think that that type of work can help you see things in a new way. So it may be that you just need to do that on your own. It may not be actually associated with your job. Yeah? Then you might need to think about how to do this best for yourself. So you do marketing to promote there. So two different things. One, you can do it for yourself to think about, is this the right space I want to be in and where I want to go? Two, as you're thinking about marketing, think creatively in this design way. So here's the number of people we want involved. Here's the number we have involved today. What do we need to do between here and there to get there? And start throwing ideas on the board with these Post-its. And Osiris is about that. Like, he's very structured and ordered, but he's still young, so he can change. So, and his failure is being too rigid. So I would find a way, and we've only been on one card so far, but I would find a way to get creative in a way that has structure. I would get out of your head and get something on paper, or on the wall, or in the mirror, or whatever it is that you can do to be creative, so that you can find some more success there, because I think that's what's holding you back right now. Too much rigidity, too much in your head. You need to find a way to be organized and yet creative, open, and aware. And this guiding force, maybe if you did some meditation, I'm not sure if you're a meditator, or if you spend some time trying to connect to that entity to try and find out what it is they're trying to teach you. And what I think they're trying to teach you is what I'm suggesting. Because there's, I'm going to show you the card again. The eyes in this card are just constantly staring at me. They're like side-eye staring at me like this. But they are bright and cheery and smiley, which is just telling me we're in the right space. Okay, so what can move you forward? What can move you forward is the Three of Wands. So that was what was holding you back, right? Now we're great. Thanks, Starlight. What is moving you forward is the Three of Wands, and this is backing up. This is the handle deck. This is backing up what I've already said. What's important to me right now in this card is the window. Whenever the window is important in this card, it is about moving forward quickly in ways that you don't stop and over-regulate or over-design, create, force. It is, I'm going to try this, and you go. And you do it, and you figure out what happens after you do it. So you set things in motion, and then you go back and reevaluate later, which is really awesome for Osiris. He loves to do that kind of stuff, but he also gets stuck in the design and the creation, and forgets that he has more to learn. Where if you just put stuff out there, really? Yeah. If you just put stuff out there, it's going to move you forward in a way that gives you intelligence, experience, business intelligence, failure that you can learn from, because failure's not bad. Failure's just the opportunity to get better. I need to quote myself on that. And when I see these two cards together, the elements of them to have air and fire together, that's a fanned flame for me. So if you can figure out how to take the things that are holding you back and push them forward, that you're going to move forward in this career in a way that you didn't expect. And that's kind of exciting. So did you make the right choice? Did you make the wrong choice? I think it all depends on how you approach the job that's in front of you. And some people I'll tell right away, I'll be like, look, this doesn't feel right. This feels like you can go either way. They're against each other, so you felt it uncomfortable. Time to lead them. You can lead. You just need to find a way to lead, and that is being open, hearing, and figuring out. Listening, getting that design thinking going, and moving forward. Now, have you been seeing threes? And I'm gonna have to wrap this up because it's almost time for me to go. Yeah, you've been seeing threes? So, no surprise that a 3 has shown up here for you today, right? Even when I see Osiris, let me see, when I see Osiris in this deck, he's an 11, so more like a 2. Yeah, so just the 3 in the what's moving you forward. So that's interesting. 3s, keep your eyes on those 3s, because that's your path. It's also a very actionable thing for 3s. If you think about the number 3, just mathematically, right? If you have 1, if you have a point, that's the beginning. If you have 2, something exists. You have a line, and now you've started something, right? If you have 3, you've created something. Something has been made. So you've created this new career for yourself. You're still creation mode. You're still in creation mode. So that's pretty amazing. I think you're in a really cool spot. Was that helpful? You're welcome. Thank you. Now, if you're interested in getting awesome. If you're interested in getting a longer reading, then you can always check out comingouttarot.com. I have to go. It's been amazing to see you guys. I have to go to my mother-in-law's to go have dinner, and I'm already 5 minutes late getting out the door, so I'm going to get in trouble. So, awesome. Thanks, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Come check me out, follow me, and I'll see you in the morning on Friday, too, for the intention of the day. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.